All righty, I'm gonna go ahead and stand up. Have the spawn ball right nearby. Kick your feet just a little wider than your hips. Root down, lift tall, roll the shoulders back. Just ask yourself, how are you feeling this morning? So rock a little forward and a little back. And then plant the feet down and maybe shift a little side to side, just kind of create a little bit of movement. So we prepare to start to move our body. Take a breath, bring the arms over the head. And then exhale, bring it right back down. Let's go again, bring the arms over your head. And then bring the arms right back down. And just one more time, all the way up. And as you come forward, just bow forward. Just let your body hang a moment. So it's important here to bend those knees, like little soft bend in the knees, as you just let the weight of your head draw you to the floor, maybe rocking forward and back, once again, a little side to side. Perfect. Reaching for the small ball, roll up like a rag doll. Inhale, bring the ball over your head. Exhale, nice easy tip over to the right. Inhale, rise to center, and nice easy tip over to the left. Once again, both sides come up to the center, then tip it over. And then inhale, rise to center, and then exhale, tip it over. Fantastic. And then coming back to the center, take a nice long fold forward, reaching the ball far out in front of you. And then touch the floor. And then with that same flat back, come all the way back up. Right here. Fantastic. And then bringing the weight straight to the center. Soften the elbows, twist to the right, and then center, and twist to the left, and then center. Once more each way. Twist, and then center, and twist, and then center. Push it straight out and all the way up. This time, shifting your weight over to that left-hand side. Drop the right arm, and let's bring the ball and the knee to touch. Right here, a little standing crunch. In and reach, in and reach, in and reach, and in and reach just twice more. And then once more. Stay right here as you bring the hand back to the ball and lifted that right leg a little off the floor. Checking in with our balance right off the bat, touch back down and shift over to the other side. Let's go for 8 and for 7. Stay upright and tall. 4 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. And then here's 2. And then 1, stay here, bring the other arm up to the ball, and then slowly lift the left leg a little off the floor. Check in with your balance on this side. Fantastic. Rising back to the center, step your feet even wider. Well done. Bring the arms down so the ball's in your left hand, turn your right toe to the wall. Bend the knee. Now take that ball, tip it over to the other hand, push both to center, and then release again. Tip it over, bring it up to center, and release. Bend and tip, press, release, and bend and tip, and press, release, and bend. Tip it over and press, release, and bend. Tip it over and press. 2 more. Bend and tip and press. Release. Last time, just bend it and tip it. Come all the way back to the center and change hands. Down to warrior 2, tip it over, push back to center and release. And tip it, press to center and release. And bend and tip, push center, release, and bend and tip, press center, release for 4, and tip, and up, release, and 3, and tip, bring it up, release, 2 more, push, release, last one, just bend and tip. Pull it up, turn both toes forward, flat back, all the way down. This time, as the ball touches down, push it as far away as you can, dropping your ears right between those arms. Wide leg down dog here. Maybe rock a little bit on that ball. So that beautiful stretch in the arms, upper body. Slowly pull the ball back towards you and push it through your legs as far as it will go. Bowing your head towards the floor and hold there. Perfect. Rolling it back right underneath you. Keep the left hand on the ball and bring the right one up. And then bring it down and switch sides. Nice twist here. And then bring it down. Slowly just roll up like a rag doll, bringing the ball with you. And bring your feet back to center. Well done. Place the ball high between your legs. Squeeze those legs back in. Feet are parallel. Let's sit back in a chair pose. So first, sink down. Double check the knees. Make sure you see your toes. Squeeze from the outer thighs right to the center of that ball, arms up. Good. Now reach and squeeze. Exhale, stand tall. Inhale, sink low. Exhale, go tall. Inhale, sink low. Exhale, go tall. And inhale, sink. Exhale, 4 more. Here's 4. And lift. Here's 3. And lift. Here's 2. And lift. 1 more, hold. Chair pose. Reposition if you're out of position. Check in with the toes, the knees, sitting bones, sinking, shoulders soft. Well done. Pull the arms to goalpost arms. Push them back. Goalpost arms and push them back. Goalpost arms and push them back. Once more. Goalpost arm, push them forward. Bring the hands to the heart and sink a little lower. Breathe in, exhale, twist right. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart, twist left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, pulse for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. How about we rise and stand and release those arms by your side. Remove the ball and release. Well done. Bringing your legs wide one last time. Bring the ball over your head and then keep it in the right hand. Turning that right toe out. Push that ball as far away as you can. Once you've kind of gone as far as you can go, take it right down to triangle pose. Placing the ball right in front of that ankle. Perfect. Transitioning to a revolved triangle, bring the top hand down. Option 1, leave the ball right where it is, and then lift the left arm, our right arm. Option 2, move the ball to the other side of your foot, and then lift that right arm up. Your choice. Slowly bring the top hand down wherever your ball is. Place that right hand on it. Transition back to your triangle pose and bring the ball with you as you rise back to center. Bring both arms over the head and then change sides. Turning your toe to that left, remember to lift through the center and then begin to reach until you cannot reach any further. And then take that ball in front of your foot and take your triangle pose. Notice by putting that ball between the floor and you, you've just lifted the floor a little higher. You have more space to lengthen, feel the pose. Beautiful. All right, transitioning, bring the top hand to the ball. Choose to leave it on the side of the foot or move it to the other side of the foot. And then lift up that left arm. Beautiful. Bringing the top hand back down, rest it on the ball wherever it is, and transition back to triangle pose. And then slowly bring the ball with you as you rise back to stand. And then bring the ball straight down. Step into center. Take the right foot and step it back behind you. Left foot is forward. Actually, it doesn't matter, but being on the same foot is easier. So send the knee forward. So you heading right to maybe the middle toes, outer toes. That back leg is pushing away. Big high lunge here. Now bring the ball out to the front. Take a breath in. As you exhale, pull the ball to your the right side and dip. For 1 and reach. For 2 and reach. For 3 and reach. For 4 and reach. For 5 and for 6 and for 7. Once more. Beautiful. Reach all the way up and bend back down. All right, so we're going to take our left hand to the front thigh, tip it over. And then rise back to center and release the ball down, step forward and prepare for the other side. So send the other foot back. First, anchor down and feel your balance, so check in with it. If your balance is a little iffy, simply take your wide legs just a tiny bit wider. Now reach forward with the ball, pull it back to the left hip and dip for 1 and push, for 2 and push, for 3 and for 4 and for 5 and for 6 and for 7. Last time. And now dip and bring the arm ball back over your head, dropping the right hand to that front thigh. Just go ahead and tip it over. And then coming back to the center, release that ball and simply step it forward. Well done. Placing the ball on the floor, find your front end of your mat. Inhale, arms reaching up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half fold. And exhale, refold. Soften the knees, root down as you lift back up. Bring the hands to heart. Well done. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise halfway. And exhale, fold back down. This time, take your left foot, reach it towards the back of your mat, drop the knee. We will reach for our heavier weights. And then slowly rise to a low lunge. Opening your weights, let's take some just simple bicep curls for 8 and for 7 and for 6 and for 5 and for 4 and for 3 and for 2 and for 1. Let's go 8 more. So really squeeze, release, and squeeze, release, and squeeze, release, and squeeze, release for 4 and for 3. And for 2, then here's 1 more. Reach forward and place the weights on the floor. Bringing the right arm up to your right thigh. Keep your hand on the left and reach it forward. Pull it back to the hip right here. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Holding it at the hips. Tricep kickbacks for 8. For 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, and for 2, and for 1, reach forward and then kick back. For 8, kick back, and 7, kick back, and 6, kick back, and 5, kick back, and 4, kick back, and 3, and 2. 1 more time. And release your weight all the way down. Taking your back toe underneath you, rise to a high lunge, bring the weights with you. Here we are again with that nice high lunge. Bring the weights to your shoulders. Now push them up and then sink down. And push and sink. And push and sink. And push and sink. And push and sink. For 4. And for 3. And for 2, once more. Beautiful. Reach down to the mat. Keep your hands on top of these weights as you slide back to plank pose. Hold your plank pose. Right knee, right elbow. Left knee, right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee, right knee, and then hips up, hips back, down dog. Placing your hands on your mat. Enjoy this down dog. So make any adjustments you need to make this pose comfortable. Reaching every muscle. So maybe walk the dog out a minute. Good. Finding a bit of stillness in your down dog. Shake out any no's you might have. And then welcome in the yeses. Fantastic. Perfect. Lifting your heels off the floor, look forward, and just simply step it to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold, root and rise. And then bring hands back to heart center. Well done. Inhale, arms reaching up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise halfway. And exhale, fold. This time your right foot steps way back, dropping the knee. Reach for the weights and come tall. Bicep curls once again. So let the hips glide gently forward without a lot of stress and curl just the weights for 8 and for 7 and for 6 and for 5 and for 4 and for 3 and for 2 and for 1. Let's go again for 8 and for 7 and for 6 and for 5 and for 4 and for 3. Now 2. One more time, reach forward and place the weights down. Bring the left arm up to your left thigh and reach the right weight forward. Pull back for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it back and kick it back for 8, squeezing at the top of that kick back. And 4 more right here. Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, and now put those 2 movements together. Press forward and pull, kick back, release. And forward and pull, kick back, release. Forward and pull, kick back, release. Forward and pull halfway there. For 4, and for 3, and for 2, and then 1 more time, and release. Bringing the weight all the way down. Pick up the second weight, tuck your back toe underneath you, and rise to high lunge once again. Bringing the weights to goalpost arms, push them all the way up, and then dip down for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, and then for 2, and then for 1. Bring the weights right back down to the mat. Step back to down dog or plank pose. And 1 more time, this time opposite knee and elbow. So right to left, left to right, right, left, right. 4 more times. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the hips up and back. Down dog, take your hands back to your mat and hang in down dog. Fantastic. Perfect. Lifting the hips high, the heels high, drop your knees down. From tabletop position, drop the belly, lift the heart, and then roll the spine right to the sky. Lower and lift the heart. Let the spine lift. Just go with the flow. Use your breath here. Perfect. And then settle to neutral. We're going to back it up, no weights this time. Back it up onto your knees. Bring the right foot forward. So our goal here is to move that right foot a little towards the right edge of your mat. Bow down, move into that deep lunge. Bring both of your hands down facing the corner on the left here. Walk it and widen those hands. drop forward. Now we're going to bend those elbows and bring your body towards the mat. Down and lift. The range does not need to be deep here. And down and push. Try and make your weight evenly distributed here. Just push down and lift. Once more, push down and lift. Walk your hands back into the center and push your forearms towards the floor. Rock a little sideways. Nice, deep, deep low lunge. Fantastic. Bringing your hands back towards you, press up tall. So we're going to pull that foot in to a normal lunge. Reach for the lighter of your weights. And then we're going to pivot that back leg, the left leg, to the side. So now you're facing your left side. Good. Now we're just going to stay here, shifting our weight slightly left to a side lunge. Bring the arms right here to goalpost arms. Now, as you pull them into center, pull your body back over that back leg. For 1, glide forward. For 2, glide forward. For 3, glide forward. And 4, glide forward. And 5, and forward. And 6, and forward. 7, one more. And then stay forward and push your arms out and curl, pull them in. And out and pull them in. And out and pull them in. And out and pull them in. For 4, and for 3, and for 2. Once more, you've got this. And bring them in and lower them down. Place them on the floor in front of you, sliding that right leg out far to the side as you sit back on your left heel. So bow down. So if you're not facing me, you always know you can just turn around to face or just really listen to my verbal cues. I try and be as precise as I can. So you can do this with your eyes closed if necessary. Beautiful. Bringing your hands back towards you, push up, back up into that extended leg on that left knee. Bringing the arms out wide, tip it over so your left hand touches the mat and lift the top leg up. Beautiful. Bring the top hand behind your head. Now bring your elbow and your knee towards each other for 1 and push, for 2 and push, for 3 and push, and 4 and push, for 5 and for 6 and for 7. Once more, hold, extend, bring the top hand to your waist. Now touch that toe to the floor and lift it for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and lower it down. Slide back to center and put the hands on the floor. Walk back to the front leg and pivot that back leg around. Pull the toe towards you and just simply bow down. We'll hold here for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then for 1. Rebending the knee, bring both knees to each other. Well done. All right. I'm going to be facing the back this time. So once again, just listen to what I say. Bring your left foot forward. Move it a little towards the left side of your mat. Bring your hands down into that deep low lunge. Well done. And now walk them towards the corner of your mat and take a nice wide stance with your arms. And now bending your elbows, bring your body towards the mat. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Once more. And then bring your hands back to the center and just press the forearms towards the floor. Just kind of move a little side to side. Fantastic. And then back it up. Reach for your lighter weights. We're going to take the right leg and just pivot it around to a side lunge. All right, so bring the arms to goalpost arms. Glide your hips towards that front foot. So you're in a side lunge. Now pull back and bring the weights to touch for 1, and for 2, and for 3, and for 4, and for 5, and for 6, and for 7. Hold it long and push the weights away. Pull out and in for 2, and for 3, and for 4, and for 5, and for 6, and for 7, and then for 8. Bring the weights back down, touch down to the mat, just slide that long leg out and sit back towards that back heel and stretch a moment. And then walking the hands back, come all the way up and take your right hand to the mat and lift the leg back up as high as your hip. Place your left hand behind your head, elbow to the sky, knee and elbow for 8, and for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, and for 3, and for 2. Just once more, stay right here, transfer the hand to your waist, toe touches down and up for 8, and for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, and for 3, and for 2, and for 1. Slowly bring yourself back up to the center, and then put your hands down and walk yourself back to the center. And this time pull the knee back and put the hands on the floor. Fantastic. Bringing your forearms down, step back to low plank and hold your low plank for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1 again, 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the belly and hips to touch down. Untap those toes, draw the elbows in, and look straight ahead. Find space between the ears and your shoulders here. Fantastic. And then soften everything. Reach for your small ball. And now come up on the knees. Move that ball right below your belly. And then come back to low plank. So maybe it will feel a little different. So you're not squishing the ball, you're just barely touching it. So lift the heels and pull the heels back, lift the body so you're barely touching that ball. Hold 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Again, 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, touch the knees down, walk it back. Take the ball in your hands and move into a child's pose. Perfect. Placing the ball in your right hand, come up to tabletop. And then bring that ball out to the side and let's thread the needle. So breathe in first, exhale, push it through. Inhale, bring it out, exhale, push it through. Inhale, bring it out, exhale, push it through. Inhale, bring it out and exhale, push it through. Bring it out and pause, extend your left leg out behind you. And now let's continue. Exhale through, inhale out. Exhale through, inhale out. Exhale through, inhale out. Once more, keep the leg up, bring the ball up over your head. Now bring the ball around and touch your toe behind you, bend the knee for 1 and extend, for 2 and extend, for 3 and extend, and 4 and extend, for 5 and for 6 and for 7, once more. And then bring everything back to the mat. Well done. Switching sides. Take the left arm out with the ball to the side, shoulder height. Breathe in, exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, pull it out. exhale, thread. Inhale out, exhale, thread. Inhale out and exhale, thread. Bring it out and pause, extend the right leg out long. And now continue, breathe in, exhale, push. Inhale out, exhale, push. Inhale out, exhale, push, and inhale out and then push. Bring it out and bring it in front of you. Take a breath, get long, exhale, tap the toe and push for 2. So bending that back knee, touching the toe with the ball. Well done. 4 more. Here's 4. And here's 3. And here's 2. Just once more. And release everything back down. Find your seat in child's pose, pushing that ball far away from you with the hands on top of the ball. Feel that nice stretch of the spine. Fantastic. Slowly move forward. Take that ball and place it off to the side. Fantastic. Bring your toes underneath you, lift your hips up and press back. Down dog. Inhale, the right leg comes high to the sky. Exhale, bend and open up the hip. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, pull the foot forward and place it on the floor. Spin the back heel. Rise to warrior 1. And then open up to warrior 2. Inhale to a peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And then extended side angle. And inhale, peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Bringing the lower arm up to the ear. Slowly rise to center. Drop back to warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step back and hold. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, straighten it back up. Exhale, step it forward. Spinning the back heel, root and rise to warrior 1, and then open up to warrior 2. Inhale to the peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Extended side angle and hold. Bringing the lower arm up to the ear, engage the core. Slowly rise back to center. And then drop back to warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, hands touch down, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels and drift to a plank pose. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale the cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. Go again. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale the cobra and exhale, down dog. Once more. Inhale the plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale the cobra and exhale, down dog and hold. Breathe in and breathe out. Well done. Bring your feet to center. Bring your hands to your feet. Reaching for the lighter of your weights, if they are nearby, just slowly roll up to stand. Well done. Lift the shoulders, send them back, and then turn to the front. Finding a triangle pose, finding a tree pose, rooting the right foot down, rooting the left foot down, bring the right foot up. So you'll need to transfer the weights just in order to find the pose that's gonna work for you today. Once you've got it, bring the weights behind that front leg, squeezing those shoulder blades. Beautiful. Find your focus. And then with an inhale, begin to lift the arms slow. And then exhale, lower slow. Just once more. Inhale, push out and reach up. And then exhale, bring it all the way down. And hold right here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, touch down. Fantastic. Little bit of concentration. So we'll move to the other foot. So bringing the left leg up. Find the pose first. Remember to really use opposing forces here, pushing in the foot and pushing in that side, not opposing, they're just pushing into center. All right. When you find your balance, bring the arms behind. That's going to bring you into a really nice posture. All right. Find your balance and let's go super slow. Inhale, lift up. Slow. And then exhale, bring it down. Quite the challenge. Again, inhale, lift it up. And exhale, lower it down, super slow. You've got this, I know you do. And then stay here and hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, release your foot down. Oh my goodness, work it out. Step nice and wide. Turning the right toe to the right wall. Take your left weight, holding the head of the weight, bring it down and just place it behind the heel of the foot. Now pull your shoulder back and lift the top arm up. Let's do some lateral drops. So this time, lower the weight super slow. Pull it to your shoulder and lift it. Lower it super slow. And lift it. Lower it super slow. And lift it. And super slow. And lift it. We have 4 more. Hold the belly in. Drop it slow. Lift it up. Drop it slow. And pull it up. And then just once more. And pull it up. Bringing that lower weight with you, rise to stand. And then bend that front knee. Bend your elbow. Now drop that weight towards the floor for 8, and for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, and for 3, and for 2, and then once more. Push it back to the sky, stand to the center, and release it down. Turning your left foot, we'll repeat. So move that weight to the outside heel. Take a moment to rotate the body to face forward and bring the back weight up. Now nice and slow, drop it down, pull it up, drop it low, and pull it up. And drop it low, and pull it up, and drop it low, and pull it up. 4 more, here's 4, and here's 3, and here's 2. And then just once more, super slow. Lift it up. Bring that lower weight with you as you rise. Then just bend the knee and bend the elbow. Drop that arm down and up for 8, and for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, and for 3, and then for 2. Once more. Push it to the sky and rise to stand. Well done. Slowly bow forward, leaving the weights on the floor. Walk yourself back to the front of your mat and step it forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Soften the knees and rise to stand. And hands come to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, open wide, bow forward. Inhale, rise halfway, and exhale, fold. Go ahead and just bend the knees into a full squat, finding your way onto the mat. Release it here. Taking that ball between your legs. Roll all the way back. Perfect. Bringing the knees to you, squeeze that ball tight. So adjust it so you feel it pretty evenly balanced in the middle of your legs. Your legs should be parallel. A little bit of shaking is good. Squeeze it tight and bring the hands behind the head. Lifting the upper body, chest towards ball, ball towards chest, and then touch your toes to the floor, head down, come up and touch 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 down for 4 and for 3, squeezing tight in the center for 2, and then 1 more. Touch your feet to the floor. Move your hands by your side. Find a bridge pose with that ball between those inner thighs. Walking the shoulders under. Squeeze tight. Good. Now lift and squeeze those bones. So lift up, release. Lift up, release. Lift up, release. Lift up, release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Fantastic. 8 more right here. Here's 8. And here's 7. And here's 6. Here's 5. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. And then bring everything down to the center and bring the knees back up. Hands come back behind your head. Let's repeat. So come to center and then touch down. Come to center and touch down, come to center and touch down and come to center and touch down, come to center and touch down, come to center and touch down, come to center, touch down, this time center, hold. Taking your elbow, right elbow to the ball, left elbow to the ball, right elbow to the ball, and then touch down. Let's go. So it's right, left, right, touch down, right, left, right, touch down, right, left, right, touch down, and right, left, right, touch down. Bring your feet to the floor, move back to bridge pose. Squeezing that ball, lift those hips, move those shoulders underneath you, and let's drop and lift again. Down and up, down and up, down and up, and down and up for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, lower back down. Bring the knees back towards you. Move that ball closer towards the knees now. Squeeze tight and hands behind the head, lifting up. Let's repeat the sequence this time, starting with the left elbow. Left, right, left, go. So it's left, right, left, touch down. Left, right, left, touch down. Left, right, left, touch down, and left, right, left, touch down. Bring everything back down and find your way back into a bridge pose. Adjust that ball as it feels it should be. And this time we're pulsing up. So tiny movements, squeezing, releasing. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 8 more times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and then touch down. Fantastic. Bringing the ball out from those legs, roll to the front and support your head. Take the ball and place it behind that top knee. Good. Now keeping your body shifting slightly forward, touch down and up with that leg for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7. Let's go 8 more. 8, 7. By tipping a little forward, you cannot rotate that hip open. Good. 2 more. Now we're going to go ahead, fall back a little and open and close, and open and close, open and close, and open and close. 4 and 3 and 2, and we have 8 more. 2 sets. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Holding the knee up towards the sky, pull it in and release it. In, release, in, release, and in, release. Not only are you going to feel this in that quadricep, you're going to feel it in that hamstring. Takes those hamstrings to hold that ball in. Fantastic. And we have 8 more just like this. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, and for 2, and then for 1. Rotate that knee back to center, and then just create some circles here. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and now reverse for 8, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, and for 2, and for 1. Now we're going to pulse that ball tight for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done. Remove the ball, roll to your back. Taking that leg we just used, lift it to the sky. Reach up towards the calf and just draw it towards you. Flex your foot. Oh, yes. And then point it. And then flex it again. And point it again. Give that ankle a couple circles, both directions. And as we've been using our inner thighs a bit today, let's take our hand on the inside of this leg and send it out wide. Nice stretch. We're bringing it back to the center, just bend the knee and pull that left leg, that lower leg in to meet it. Oh my goodness, feel that. So just rock and roll. A lot of glutes, a lot of lower body. Fantastic. And then take a moment to just find total stillness. Concentrate on pulling that lower leg in deeper. Keeping your back on the floor, your hips down. Fantastic. Rolling yourself to a seated position. Find Janushirasana. That back leg comes right into the inner thigh, lifting the fingertips to the sky, flexing the long leg, bow forward. Take it wherever you can, whether it's below your knee, your calf, or the bottom of your foot. As you inhale, just lift your body taller, scoot your hips back. As you exhale, imagine bringing your chin to touch your shin. Just take it where you can. And let's take a beautiful side stretch here so that inside arm reaches up and over to touches down behind you, and then lift yourself off the floor and stretch. Slowly find your way back to the mat. And while we're here, take that bent knee and cross the foot over the long leg. Pull it in and find your posture. And then turn towards this front leg. Turn and look over the shoulder. Take a breath in, and then simply unwind the spine and look the other way. Upright and tall. And let it go. Pulling both feet in, let's just simply spin ourselves around. Reaching for that ball again. It's time to roll all the way down. Extend the legs long and ball overhead. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, reach for the sky. Inhale, roll the spine back down. Exhale, release. Inhale, roll up and reach up. Push. And then exhale, lower down and roll down. And release. Inhale, roll up and reach up. Exhale, roll down and release. Inhale, roll up, reach up. Exhale, roll back down and release. Inhale, roll up, reach up. And then roll back down. And then just once more. Roll up, reach up. And then roll back down and release. Beautiful. Bending your knees, roll towards the front. Once again, let's assume the position. Bring the ball behind the top leg. Support the head. Tilt the hips slightly forward. Keep the knee facing it forward. Now let's go down and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now we'll open up the hip. So lift up and down and up and down. Now we're leaning just a slightly back to open it up. Good. 8 more. Here's 8. Here's 7. Here's 6. Here's 5. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Hold it up. Now pull it in and touch it down towards the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go again for 8, and for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, and for 3, and for 2, and for 1. Bring it back to center. Rotate the knee, circle back for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and reverse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stay here. Pump it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Roll to the back. Remove the ball. And then straighten out this leg that had the ball and bring it towards you. So our goal here is just to stretch. So keep your back rooted to the floor. Your hips are down. Bring it in as far as you're comfortable and flex the foot. And then point it. Go again. There's a nice deep flex. And then a point. And then just a couple circles here. Both ways. And then grabbing the inside of the leg, bring it out nice and wide. And then pushing it back to the center, bend the knee and bring the opposite leg to touch. All right, so just create some depth here in this pose, some movement. Feels good. And then find a moment of stillness where you concentrate on bringing the leg closer towards you, maybe using your elbow to push it a little further away. And then as you let it go, pull yourself up to Janu Shavasana. Sliding that foot inside the thigh. Taking a moment to get upright and tall. Make sure the long leg is strong, down, toes facing up, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, bow forward. Okay. Inhale, send the heart forward and move the hips back. And then slowly lower your chin closer to your shin. Beautiful. Sweeping that inside arm over your head, allow it to touch down behind you, and then simply lift up and stretch. And then find your way back down to your mat. Pick that knee up and cross the foot over. Secure your posture here, pulling your body upright and tall, and then turn your body towards this front leg. With one hand behind you, your crown of your head reaching to the sky, and then slowly look over the back shoulder. One more, inhale, and then exhale, unwind the spine, and for a moment, just look the other way. And then release. Bringing yourself to face forward or the long ways on your mat, take your legs out wide. Floating the arms out wide, soften the shoulders. Take a breath and find space and lift tall. Exhale, twist to the right and reach. Inhale, center twist. Exhale, reach. Inhale, center twist. Exhale, reach. Inhale, center twist and exhale, reach. Inhale, center twist and 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 reach. 4 more. Just come to the center, reach deep. Come to the center and reach. Come to the center and reach. Come to the center and reach. 2 more sets. Come to the center and reach. Come to the center and reach. Come to the center and reach. Last one. Fantastic. And then float the arms straight down. Well done. Just bring the knees in and around to your mat once again. Extending them nice and long. Anchor bottoms of your legs onto your mat. So feel the shins pushing into the calves, calves pushing into your mat, quadriceps into your hamstrings, the hamstrings into your mat. Now pull the toes towards your knees. Push the floor away from you to come upright and tall. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Reach for the big toes or the bottoms of your feet. Inhale, send the heart a little further forward. Keeping your gaze forward, bow down a little bit deeper. We use that ball behind our legs today. We really use those hamstrings a bit. So it's a wonderful stretch for them. Fantastic. And then gliding your hands to the sides of your legs. Slowly begin to sit up. We're going to fall back 1 vertebrae at a time. As you touch down, bring your legs up and push them over your head to a V. And then stay here as you lower them back down to the floor. Lift them up, push them wide, lower down, bring those heels together, release, lift them up and push, and then lower them down, connect and lower, lift them up and push, lower them down, well done. And next time, leave them up. Move the hands behind your back. Move your shoulders in closer. Allow the weight of your toes to be drawn towards the floor. Halasana, cloud pose. No worries if you only go halfway there. And slowly lift them up. Begin to let the spine roll down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Leave the legs straight up for a moment. Arms by your side. Pull the toes down, let the feet be flat. Imagine you are walking on the ceiling right now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Perfect. Gliding your hands up to the sides of your feet or the sides of your legs. Find happy baby pose. Rocking on the spine. And then bring the feet to touch. Lifting your head and your shoulders off the floor. Grab those feet. We're going to create a little resistance here. So rule number 1, think of your back. Anchor it deep into the mat. Number 2, draw the belly in. Number 3, pull the legs towards you at the same time you push your legs away from you. So you feel all that resistance coming into the core of your body. Breathe, don't hold the breath. And then begin to release flow. Almost like you're melting out of the pose. Bring the head back to the floor. Release your hands from your feet. Bring them down to the mat to a Supta Baddha Konasana. The hands can rest on your thighs. As you just soften the rest of your body. Placing the right hand on your heart, the left hand on the belly. Give yourself a moment to remind yourself of the importance of the breath. Feeling the rise and fall as you breathe, of your heart, your belly, your hips. Take a little longer on the exhale. Push out a little extra breath than what feels natural. Feel the spine move closer to the mat. Sliding the arms out wide, bring your left knee over to the right and lift left. Return to center and bring the left knee over to the right as you gaze down to the right. And then opening up the legs one more time, bring them to touch in the center and slide them out long with the arms coming at your side. Right into our final pose, our Shavasana. So embrace the moment here. Surrender to the stillness. Allow the body to reap the benefits of everything you've just done. Keep the mind as clear of thoughts as you can. But no worries if your thoughts cycle back. Just let them come like your breath. Let them come, let them go. And then finally, just create a little movement, fingers, toes, knees to chest, whatever just feels good. And drop the knees off to the side. Slowly make your way into an easy pose. Just bringing the hands to the heart, just bow the head. Know that what you've done today has been excellent for your body and for your mind. And may the feelings you have right now of calmness and strength carry you on through the day. May the light within me honor that big and beautiful and bold light within each and every one of you. Namaste.
Namaste.